Cat Deeley admits TV was rubbish at the start, but look how far they came. It takes a rare kind of honesty to look back at one of the most beloved Saturday morning television shows in British history and admit, with a laugh, that it was absolutely terrible in the beginning. But that is exactly what Cat Deeley has done, and in doing so, she has reminded an entire generation why they fell in love with her in the first place. The flame-haired presenter, who co-hosted TV Live alongside Ant McPartlin and Declan Donnelly throughout the late 1990s and into the early 2000s, recently opened up about the chaotic, gloriously unpolished origins of the show that would go on to define a generation of weekend mornings. According to Cat, the trio were, by her own cheerful admission, rubbish when they first took to the screen, and the only reason the show survived long enough to find its feet was because ITV simply had nothing else to fill the slot with. It is, when you think about it, one of the most wonderfully British success stories in television history. When TV Live launched in 1998, nobody, least of all its three young presenters, could have predicted what it would become. Cat was in her early 20s. Ant and Dec had come off the back of their pop career and their work on children's television, but live, unscripted Saturday morning chaos was a different beast entirely. By Cat's own account, they stumbled through those early weeks, fumbling their way through segments, missing cues, and generally winging it with the kind of fearless incompetence that only the very young and very brave can pull off. ITV, it seems, kept the show on air not out of great faith in its presenting trio, but simply because the schedule needed filling. There was a gap, there was a show, and so the show stayed. Sometimes, the greatest gifts in life arrive not through grand design but through sheer, glorious accident. What happened next is television legend. Slowly, magnificently, TV Live transformed. The chemistry between Cat, Ant, and Dec, which had always been there, bubbling beneath the surface, began to ignite. Segments like Wonky Donkey, Chums, the now iconic parody of the American sitcom Friends, and Challenge Ant became unmissable appointment television. Millions of children across Britain rearranged their Saturday mornings around it. The show was anarchic, warm, silly, and completely unafraid to fail on live television. In fact, the moments when things went wrong, when the autocue broke, when guests said the wrong thing, when laughter completely overtook professionalism, were often the very best moments of all. There was a humanity to it that modern, overproduced television rarely manages to replicate. Cat Deeley's honesty about those early days is more than just a charming anecdote. It is a reminder that greatness is rarely instant. The things we love most, the shows, the friendships, the careers, are often built slowly, imperfectly, through persistence and through the grace of being given just enough time to grow. TV Live was not handed success. It earned it, week by week, stumble by stumble, until one day it looked back and realized it had become something extraordinary. And perhaps that is the most enduring lesson of all. Sometimes all you need is someone willing to keep you on air long enough to figure out what you are doing. The rest, if the talent and the heart are there, has a way of taking care of itself. Ant, Dec, and Cat certainly figured it out. And British television has never quite